Hello everyone. My name is Aisha, and today I want to talk about something that has not only entertained me but has also shaped my perspective on the world. Movies. Movies, for me, are more than just a way to relax after a long day of classes or training with my university's track and field team. They're a way to learn, to connect, and to be inspired. As a student of environmental science, I'm deeply passionate about sustainability and climate change. I believe movies have a unique ability to bring awareness to these issues in ways that are both powerful and accessible. A documentary like Before the Flood, for instance, does more than just present facts, it tells a story. It takes you on a journey, showing the real-world impacts of climate change and the urgent need for action. Watching it made me realize how storytelling can make complex issues relatable and motivate people to care. In fact, this is one of the reasons I'm so drawn to movies. They have the power to create empathy. They can take something as abstract as rising sea levels or deforestation and make it personal by showing how it affects real people, their homes, and their futures. As someone who creates digital collages about environmental issues for my university projects, I try to do something similar, combine visuals and stories to make people think and feel. Movies that address environmental themes inspire me to keep pushing my creative boundaries and find new ways to communicate these important messages. One of my favorite films in this category is The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. It's based on the true story of a boy in Malawi who builds a windmill to save his village from famine. What I love about this movie is that it's not just about climate or technology, it's about resilience, creativity, and the power of community. It reminds me of the potential we all have to make a difference, no matter how small our resources might seem. But environmental themes aren't the only thing I look for in movies. As someone who loves contemporary African art, I'm also drawn to films that explore identity, culture, and creativity. For example, The Burial of Kojo, a film by Ghanaian director Blitz Bazawule, is one of the most visually stunning movies I've ever seen. It blends traditional storytelling with dreamlike imagery, creating a cinematic experience that feels like a piece of art. Watching films like this reminds me of the richness of African creativity and inspires me to think about how I can bring elements of my own culture into my work. Living in a shared student apartment with two international roommates, one from India and the other from Malaysia, has also influenced the way I think about movies. We often watch films together, and it's fascinating to see how movies reflect different cultures and perspectives. For example, one of my roommates introduced me to Patha Panchali, an Indian classic that tells the story of a rural family's struggles. It's a simple, heartfelt film, but it taught me so much about resilience and the beauty of life's small moments. At the same time, I've introduced my roommates to some Nigerian films, or Nollywood, movies, as they're called. Nollywood is one of the largest film industries in the world, and it's known for its vibrant storytelling and relatable characters. A movie like The Figurine is a great example. It's a mix of drama, mystery, and folklore, and it showcases the richness of Nigerian culture while addressing universal themes like destiny and choice. Sharing these films with my roommates has been a wonderful way to celebrate my heritage and learn more about theirs. Now, I'd like to talk about how movies inspire me as an athlete. As a member of my university's track and field team, I've always been drawn to sports films that capture the spirit of competition and the determination it takes to succeed. One of my all-time favorites is Chariots of Fire. It's a classic film about two athletes preparing for the Olympics, and it beautifully captures the passion, discipline, and sacrifices that come with pursuing a sport. Every time I watch it, I'm reminded of why I love running the 400 meters. It's not just about the race itself but about the journey, the training, and the sense of accomplishment that comes with pushing yourself to your limits. Recently, I tried something called plogging, which is a combination of jogging and picking up litter. It's a small way to combine my love for running with my passion for the environment. While there aren't any movies specifically about plogging yet, I think about films like Wall-E, which highlights the importance of taking care of our planet. Wall-E is a children's movie, but its message about waste and sustainability is something that resonates with people of all ages. It's a reminder that even small actions, like picking up trash while jogging, can make a difference. Another thing I love about movies is their ability to spark conversations. Whether it's a thought-provoking documentary or a light-hearted comedy, movies bring people together. I've had some of my best discussions with friends and classmates after watching films that challenge our perspectives or introduce us to new ideas. For example, after watching Black Panther, my friends and I talk for hours about how the film reimagines African culture and challenges stereotypes. It's amazing how a single movie can inspire so much dialogue and reflection. As someone who is studying English to participate in global climate change initiatives, I also see movies as a valuable tool for learning and connection. Watching films in English has helped me improve my language skills, especially when it comes to understanding different accents and expressions. Romantic comedies like The Holiday or Notting Hill are fun and light, but they're also great for picking up conversational English. At the same time, movies like An Inconvenient Truth or Don't Look Up have helped me learn the vocabulary and arguments needed to discuss environmental issues on a global scale. Finally, I want to talk about how movies can inspire hope. Climate change is a daunting challenge, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of the problem. But films like 2040 or My Octopus Teacher remind us that there's still so much beauty in the world and that change is possible if we work together. These movies inspire me to keep studying, keep creating, and keep fighting for a more sustainable future. In closing, I'd like to say that movies are more than just entertainment. They're a source of inspiration, a way to connect with others, and a tool for learning and growth. Whether they're addressing serious issues like climate change, celebrating culture and creativity, or simply telling a beautiful story, movies have the power to change the way we see the world and our place in it. Thank you for listening, and if you have any favorite films, especially ones about the environment or African culture, I'd love to hear about them. Let's keep the conversation going, because just like movies, our stories have the power to inspire change.